Durham set up last day dash with declaration. Day 2 belonged to David Beddingham, whose career best 257 took his side near enough to 500 runs. That knock was the highest of the competition so far and was backed by the bowlers, Derbyshire 148 for 5 at the close. And they'd soon lose another key wicket, Wayne Madsen all in a tangle, out for 76 early in proceedings. Hosein and Guest shut up shop. They prevented Durham any more early inroads, a recovery needed from the pair. And they were effective, taking Derbyshire past 200 and denying their hosts any more opportunities. Lunch was now in sight. Hosein was doing the business for the visitors. His knock was in the 40s in the minutes before the interval. But he'd lose Guest. Rushworth once again spoiling Derbyshire's decent work, caught behind for 37. There wouldn't be time for Hosein. He'd have to wait until after the break to hunt down his 50. The score now on 236 for 7. That came soon after the resumption. His half-century came off 101 balls and shone a light in the darkness for the visitors. They'd found their way to 250 before long, but Durham were due another wicket. Matt Salisbury was the man to take it. A peach of a delivery clipped Hudson Prentice's off stump, and Derbyshire were now 8 down. Rushworth made it 9. Lees handed a dolly. Connors out for a duck. And the innings was at an end a few balls later. Hosein out for 63, Salisbury with the wicket, and Derbyshire all out for 267, trailing by 208. Harvey Hosein was the rare bright spot in another difficult morning and afternoon for Derbyshire. They'd been turned over by Rushworth, who finished with figures of 6 for 58. His effort took him past Simon Brown into second place in Durham's list of all-time wicket takers. And Durham took the opportunity to give their bowlers a rest. Lees and Young returned to the crease, looking to inflate their already substantial lead. They added 36 before they were separated. Young was the man to go. Hudson Prentice dragged on. Lees and Borthwick remained unbeaten through to tea. The score at the interval 48 for 1, their lead now 200. The partnership picked up the pace at the restart. Lees and Borthwick looking to add quick runs, with one eye on a day 3 declaration. Critchley had the skipper out as he looked for another big shot. The sweep didn't connect, and he had to depart LBW for 15. The total kept ticking up, Beddingham showing intent, full of confidence after his impressive knock, and taking his side to 3 figures. Lees then went to 50 with a single off Critchley, the lead over 300, but Durham still not satisfied. All eyes were on Beddingham though. He kept up the assault. The ball flayed to all parts of Emirates Riverside, and it wasn't long before he was on the verge of 50. He got there off Critchley, his personal landmark, as good a point as any for Borthwick to wave them back in. Their lead 383. Time for the bowlers to have a dart in search of some early wickets. Derbyshire added 10 in the overs remaining before the close. They headed into the final day of play, knowing they needed to bat it out for a draw, while the hosts hunted the 10 wickets needed for victory.